Wij zijn weer terug in chapter 5. Alleen hebben we nu dus niet oma gezien in haar pak.
Friendly Feud.
Friendly
Dat weten wij
Feud.
nog niet.
The air was heavy with a hard rain's residue. The smell of wet things.
Ah, je hebt wel die planten. Die hadden altijd op de fietsroute naar de middelbare school. Van die planten, dat als het geregend had, dan stonk het naar natte washandjes.
Despite his dreary
ga niks
surroundings,
zeggen.
Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rolo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rolo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out.
Ah,
Everything's
friendly
going trees.
feud. Want er gaat een strijd ontstaan tussen Rolo en
This is
Beck.
what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Denk je niet? We gaan nu ook zonder Beck naar de treehouse natuurlijk.
Ja,
Dus de objective is hetzelfde, alleen dan zonder Beck.
ja.
Hé, de vleermuisvrouw. Dat is bijzonder.
Typisch van die vleermuis. Extreem cute.
Extreem cute.
Ja.
Maar die dude staat nu ook niet hier buiten. Sterker nog, er is helemaal niemand buiten. Er brandt hier wel licht bij de koffieshop daarboven.
Ja.
Oké. Better not dilly-dally. Hey. Heel goed, werken.
Ja.
Our harvest awaits. Door naar de treehouse. Of we hadden nog puntjes beet. Misschien.
Mogelijk.
Ja,
Ja.
Luca wrapped a twig of thyme around the hook.
vissen.
Some fish have refined taste.
A twig of thyme. Een horloge. Property of Sharper Valentine. Oh. Oké. Nou, weer iets gevangen.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset.
Rolo scoffed. Luca stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Hij heeft Beck nog niet ontmoet natuurlijk nu in deze versie.
Arme man.
Ja man, jaloezie. nou.
Luca became instinctively angry in response.
Mogelijk
Both boys
overdrijft
were
hij
now
wel.
shouting across the distance. Rolo's tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Oké.
Dat is een beetje een
The
kutopmerking.
words hung in the cold night air. Rolo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Nu ben ik thuis.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Een voetbal. Ik ga die bal van de trap afschoppen.
Ja.
Dat kan niet.
Misschien kan je je schilderij kapot schoppen.
Ik kan ook op het bed klikken. Nee, ik denk niet dat dit een ding is. Weep.
Oh.
Dat is sad. Hij springt wel weer mooi op bed. Dat ga ik straks ook doen.
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
Ik weet dat het waar is.
Oatmeal by the door.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Hup, gelijk wak. Oké, we zijn door de voice lines heen. Mag ik nu lopen?
Nee. Nou moet iets doen.
Ik kan weer het bed aanklikken.
Luca dozed
Flop.
off again.
Hij ligt ook nog steeds zo.
Ja.
Luca still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rolo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
Dus we gaan nu weer 3 keer tegen de bal aan schoppen naar bed.
Ja.
Ah, we kunnen dat boek nu schoppen. Daar links, zie je het?
Ja.
Bam.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic. Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rolo had received it for his birthday. A special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art.
Wauw.
Rolo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rolo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rolo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Oeh. Ah,
Mm.
oké.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close.
Ja, weer
Luca
slapen.
stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of the
droom
fountain
hebben we.
glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source.
De
Lucas' eyes
source.
followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat
Ah.
suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame, see?
A cold flame.
Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself.
Wat?
Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us.
Us.
Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him.
Wat?
Wat?
Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled.
Doppelganger. Goed woord.
I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Lucas staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Well, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring
Goeie vraag.
squeeze on his shoulder.
Kijk dan.
Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Het is oma.
Oma.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
Zij gaat iets vertellen.
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Accept. Belangrijk woord.
Ja.
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
Buy him a corn dog. Everything's better with corn dogs.
Luca took a deep breath.
En nu kunnen we wel naar buiten. Ah,
Chapter 6.
Kijk.
we zijn weer terug in chapter 6.
Ja.
Waar wij in de volgende video gaan meemaken wat er nu gebeurt in chapter 6. Ik ben benieuwd. We gaan het zien.
Ik vermoed dat we naar het festival gaan.
Dat denk ik ook.
Ja?
Dus graag weer tot dan.
Joe, joe.